Okay, and we're back. I think last time we streamed, I just made it here into the Another World Sea of Eden. We're now on the inside of that, and we'd unlocked Chronopolis, and we walked in and pretty much immediately just got punched in the face and killed by the first little mini-boss. I'm hoping that's a mini-boss. If that's just a standard enemy, we are in trouble. But we're going to try some changes to our setup here. It seemed to be mostly use white elemental attacks, so just to try something here, we're going to switch Surge over to white plate, which should make him pretty much immune to that, and hopefully we'll be able to make a little bit more progress here. We'll let this all play out again. Chronopolis Military Research Center, we'll just go over this all again as a refresher. May there be everlasting peace for the children of the world, 2400 AD, so again, a little farther forward than what we're used to. Group 3B's experiment today is going to be a biggie. They're releasing the flames lock level to D in order to trace the counter time effect. Based on previous experiments, I'm sure it'll work out just fine. During the simulation, Fate was certain the flame could be used as a relay to extract enough energy to counteract the anti-annihilation effect. Don't worry, it'll be a success. I hope so. Sounds like some very ethical research going on here. Once we're done with today's experiment, we have that long-awaited 3-week vacation. I'm heading back to Zenon to spend time with my family. My daughter's birthday is coming up, you know. You're from Medina, right? I've been on this island for a year and a half now. Man, I've had enough. Aside from the man-made island with this research center, there isn't a single island in the Sea of El Nido. If we manage to produce counter time at will, we'll only be a step away from asserting control over time itself. Just hang in there a little longer. You said it. I can't believe we've come this far. Sir? Okay, so they're all set. Appears to be like the ghosts of people or the shells of people. Something very strange going on here. I'm going to assume that their experiment did not go well. And here we go. This is the enemy that killed us. So we'll see if we can do better this time. He absolutely wiped the floor with us last time. You know, Surge, if you felt like hitting, it would be a big help. What do we have here? For now, we'll just start building up some random element colors just to get the white elements off the grid. I'd still like to weaken him up as much as possible, just so he isn't, like, one-shotting my entire party. Megaton Fist. Now, how bad is this? 427 damage to Fargo, so that very nearly killed him from full health. What can we do? Let's just heal Fargo. Wait, there we go. Heal Fargo for 500 health, right? 200 health. Damn, I was hoping that was 500. Well, 2 misses, that's rough. 104 damage versus Fargo, okay. We're definitely struggling a little bit here. 281, alright, that's solid. It does seem to be reasonably weak against physical attacks. So, I'm liking that. Megaton Fist. Against 2. If it's against Fargo, he's dead. Glenn takes the hit. Alright. Temporarily halves elemental damage. Free fall. Yeah, let's get this in there. This will help keep the grid balance. Okay, we've knocked off a piece of its chest plate and seems to have exposed some kind of missile launcher. I'm sure that's fine. How about a graviton? That did 30 damage. That was not worth it. Alright. Bazooka. What is this going to do? It appears to be aimed at Fargo, so Fargo's pretty much guaranteed to die here. Yeah, 556 damage. Holy crap. Oh, I think it's staggered, though. Can we do Hellbound? Is that going to work? Don't know if this is enough to kill it. Okay, that did literally nothing. 0 damage. Okay, so that, I'm assuming Hellbound is just a chance of instant kill. And this thing is probably immune to instant kill. So that was a bit of a waste. Alright. What do we want to do here? I'm thinking we go with a revive on Fargo. Build up his grid a little. And now what do we have? We've got Invincible available. Does he have a heal all? He does. Go ahead and heal all the whole party. Just in case he does like a regular like punching string. Okay, Bazooka. If that goes against Glenn, he's probably dead. Yeah, Glenn's definitely dead. Okay. 600 damage to Glenn. Good lord. We don't have any on Fargo. Okay. We killed it, and we didn't even need the white plate. Interesting. Glenn did die, and that is a star level, so that's a bit rough, because that means he loses out on a bit of hit points. It's fine, though. I will take it. Use some... Yeah, just get everybody healed up. I don't want to walk into any more fights unprepared here. Alright. I see a chest down there. We're going to go try to get that. I'd like to try to level up Glenn. Yellow brooch. What is that for me? Equipment. Yellow brooch. Where do you live? You are protection against anti-yellow and yellow status effects. Okay. Again, potentially useful. Just not right at this moment. Let's start clearing out some random enemies just to get XP or levels for Glenn. I want to try to get him... Normally I wouldn't care too much about the like minor HP buff, but considering he just missed a level, I want to try to balance that out as much as possible. Fight as many of the random enemies as we can, just to clear this all up. Okay. One down. Like, we're in a pretty good place gear-wise. Like, Glenn with the Twin Iron Lancers is... Surge with the Master Mune is about as good as you're going to be getting at this point in the game. I'm not even sure if it's possible to have Surge with the, like, Rainbow Swallow or not. I don't think you can get that yet. Good deal. Yes, keep going. Can I interact with any of these displays or anything? I want to try to get as much of the lore and the plot as we can in here, because it's a pretty important spot story-wise. I'm going to try to examine like as many of the TV screens and stuff as possible, just in case there's anything we can read here. Ooh. We got a whole crowd of enemies here. Alright, what are we looking at? A couple white innate and a couple red innates. Go ahead and get Luminaire, just to try to cut down as many of them as we can in a hurry. $600 damage total, almost 700. That's just a pillage. I'm not going to worry about a pillage. Glenn should hopefully be able to finish these both off. Once he misses a whole bunch. Good. Photon beam. How dangerous are you? Oh, it's gonna heal Surge, so that's fine. White plate makes him completely immune to all of that nonsense, and we can just finish this guy off with Sonic Sword. Good to go. Couple of meteor showers, that's good. Oh, hello. Chest with a nostrum in it. Go down. No, okay, so there's a hatch here leading into the floor. Got... what does this say? Must be some trick to opening it. Okay, there's a locked door. Well, I guess we'll go through the hatch then. See where this takes us. Down into this flooded basement or sewer? A button here that'll extend a bit of a ramp, but it looks like we would probably need to get to the other side and extend another ramp to get across. Robo Sewer Wash. Operate the robot. Yes. Press Y to quit. Hello. Don't remember this at all. So there's a bit of a current kind of pulling you as you're going through here. Bird found white brooch. Interesting. Where is this going to take me? I guess get all the items. And then we'll see if we can get him across. Oh, he probably has to go press the button. Well, cure all. That's good. Hey, Pass, how's it going? And yes, we have a lovely Roomba. I'm assuming we just need to get this Roomba over to the other side. And, I'd be curious about investing in a Roomba, but I feel like we'd just get lost in our house. Then we'd never find it again. And one day we'd find, like, the remains of a Roomba. Okay. What do I... oh, press Y to quit. Duh. Okay, we're done. So we can extend our bridge. That would vacuum up all my 40k bits. They beep for help? Oh god. I think my favorite, like, Roomba picture I've seen was the guy that made the Gunba. Just put a gun on a Roomba. Advanced military hardware. The knife Roomba was good too, yeah. That's like challenge mode. If you wanna put your house on like hardcore difficulty, you just tie a knife to your Roomba. Okay. We press the button, we've opened the door. And just walk around barefoot all the time. Alright. Making it farther in here. Hello? What are you? Some strange looking creatures. I actually very nearly put a knife through my foot like 10 minutes ago. I had a hobby knife sitting on the, like, above the function keys on my keyboard that I use for scraping off some of the, like, cleaning up some of the models I'm working on. And I went to pull the USB cable to reattach my controller, and I flicked it off the function keys, and it rolled down my keyboard and fell onto my chair. I very nearly stabbed myself in the foot with a knife tonight. I don't think I need to add a robot to the mix. Oh my god. Bethany has pulled up a video of someone attaching a couple of dozen googly eyes to a Roomba. Oh my god. Biblically accurate angel. Okay, yeah, there you go. I also like cats that ride Roombas. Well, I'm a big fan of Roomba cats. Be not afraid. Be not afraid. That's the Roomba that needs the knife. You need to put all the eyes on it, make it a biblically accurate angel, and then just attach a knife to it. There we go. Okay. Glenn gets his hit points. We get a cure plus. Oh, I should probably... Do I want to auto-allocate or just... I see I had another cure-all. Oh, only if innate color blue. Interesting. Well, we'll give him a second one then, because they are quite good. So... You are getting a second one, sir. And it's going where this nostrum used to go. Okay, now that we're all leveled up, there isn't much of a point to fighting the rest of these enemies. Oh god, which way do we want to go? So I've got 2 side passageways, and then like a central elevator. Start here. Oh, I see a chest. It seems like the enemies here aren't too concerned by me. Search found forget-me-not pot. Isn't that the thing that I need to, Is that the second one of those I have? Yeah. Okay, you can equip that to party members, and any enemy they kill will be learned for Doppelgang by Sprig. Okay, this seems to just be a staircase going farther up the facility. Let's see if the other side is the same thing, or if there's more to see on the first floor. Yeah, there's more to see on the first floor, so we wanna explore this. Oh, like a submarine bay. What the heck is this? Interesting. Oh, and we have one of those ghosts. What do you have to say? Perhaps what we're doing is wrong. If this experiment succeeds, we will be able to control time. We'll have complete control over history and in a sense become like gods. If so, what meaning is there to the history of mankind? It's too late now. We can't afford to fail in this experiment. If for some reason anything goes wrong, the anti-annihilation energy will probably overwhelm us. Who knows what the consequences may be? Huh. Interesting. Are we the baddies indeed? What is anti-annihilation energy? That sounds like it would be a good thing. I feel like you'd want to stockpile as much anti-annihilation energy as you can get your hands on. I feel like these guys just made up a bunch of buzzwords to try to look good in their, like, meetings. Okay, security lock, elevator's locked, so we gotta go through the staircase. Like, none of these people actually know what's going on here, they're just trying to write up interesting sounding weekly reports to their boss. Okay. Second floor. Deadly laser tripwires. Okay. But it doesn't seem to mind me that much. Level 2 security lock. I don't seem to be able to deactivate that. Yeah, these robots aren't, like, chasing me. Oh god. There's some kind of security lockdown in effect here, but the robots don't seem too fussed. I get like a... no, I can't read that. Okay, we can get into this room here. Ooh. Hello. This is a map of El Nido. It looks like it's all there and present and accurate. What do you have to say? Originally, El Nido was nothing but ocean. Okay, so Gaia's navel is there. That was like the dinosaur area. And it looks like part of Isle of the Damned is there, and then this little, like, Sea of Eden. El Nido Archipelago is purely artificial, created by fate. It was a remodeling plan that took place 10,000 years ago. So wait, this is set... This facility is what, 2400 AD-ish? So 10,000 years ago would have been slightly after? In Hassa. Land to include islands blessed with nature in the Sea of El Nido. Unless this is much farther in the future, this facility could be... We know it was founded in 2400 AD, but it could be significantly farther in the future here. The main island of El Nido, Earth Dragon Isle, Water Dragon Isle, Black Dragon Isle, the development of elements using the energy of the natural world, the distribution of memory terminal devices called the Records of Fate that could monitor and guide people's lives. The research center's staff, who had their memories of the future erased, left the center and began to live outside amidst nature. That's how Fate's paradise came into existence. And for over 10,000 years, Fate has been watching over and guiding the descendants of the staff who left this research center. Everything was in perfect harmony, that is until 14 years ago, when a boy came into contact with the flame on the night of the storm. Okay, well we know what that's all about. 14 years ago would have been when Serge's dad brought him here. Because we saw that when we were talking to Miguel in the homeworld Sea of Eden. Hello. Where was the lock release for the elevator again? My mind's been blanking out lately. By the way, I saw a boy and a flashy looking chick touching that panel. Boy and a oh, that would be Dark Surge and Carl. Okay, so this archipelago is 10,000 years old. Interesting. Give me... Okay, that's the lock release. That's good. Get through here now. We can get through here now. Oh. Are these lockers? Enter the lock release code. There's a mysterious being inside. We have to bring someone here that knows what this is. Well, I don't know. Who the heck do we have that would know what this is? I can't think of which party member we would need for that. I'm going to look this up actually, because I don't think you can come back here. I think once you leave, you are left. So we're gonna look this one up just to make sure I'm not missing anything here. Yes. We are currently in Time Fortress Chronopolis. Copy this. Yes. Got it, got it, got it. Ah, okay, I see who we need to bring to here. Okay, I see how to work this. We're gonna switch party members real quick just to get something here. I don't entirely know why this party member is able to get into this. Like, what I know about this party member, they shouldn't have any connection to this place, but maybe I just don't know enough about them. Alright, we need to find a save point. There was one over here in the submarine docks, so we can get over to this. Stand on the save point, switch a party member out real quick to grab something, and then we will come back in just a second. Glenn, I'm going to temporarily swap you out for Grobik. Because apparently he's the secret to opening that coffin. Oh. Again, not entirely sure why. I thought he was a poor military robot. So I didn't think he would have any association with whatever this time travel facility is, but it cannot be. This is the ancient super weapon that was under development in Poor. Oh, but what's it doing here? It looks complete. Strong arm. So there was a super weapon in development in Poor, and in the future they'd completed it and it was stored here. Okay. Sure, why not? Makes as much sense as anything else we're seeing here. Alright, stick that on him and then let's get Gwen back in the party real quick. There's also, I figured out how you... I'm glad I looked this up too. The way you figure out the lock combination. You either stand there and guess all 100 combinations until you just stumble on the right lock, or apparently if you just shut all of the locker doors and enter 0, that works. I think we're going to try the second option there instead of just standing there entering in 100 different locker combinations. Get Glenn switched out. Perfect. Can we just take the elevator up? Oh, I can. Okay, so apparently there's 4 floors and a basement. Basement's probably worth checking out at some point. I think we're going to stick to the staircase when we're moving to a new floor. Try and make sure we're seeing as much of this as possible and understanding the actual physical layout of it. Okay, close everything, lock code 0, code confirmed, found a recharge. What is a recharge? It was a consumable. Where is it? Recharge. Recovers a used element for reuse. Ooh. That could be very powerful. Okay, hang on to that. Alright, let's check out the third floor now. Oh. I can't get to the third floor. Alright, elevator it is. Take me to the third floor. Ah. Careful. Careful. Wait, what did I just hit? Oh no, I hit a button. I got into the elevator and just started pressing random buttons. Fourth floor. Take me to the third floor. We're gonna go up one floor at a time. See, I'm assuming our destination is either the basement or the fourth floor. Oh, hello. What's this room? DNA records are poems and music. Adenine and thymine, guanine and cytosine, rhythm and melody. Perhaps the DNA of the ones who make contact with the flame is recomposed by the sound they generate within. I wonder if life forms are just dreaming in an endless flow of music. My god, this guy's done way too much acid. Oh, hello. Lavos, the extraterrestrial life form that is thought to have fallen from the heavens 65 million years ago. On the timeline that existed before history was changed, Lavos was assumed to have slept deep below the planet's surface, sleeping and consuming the planet's energy up until the day of destruction known as the Apocalypse. There are those who believe that 12,000 years ago, the legendary ancient magical civilization known as Zeal came into contact with Lavos. Okay, this is setting some timeline for us. 12,000 years ago was Zeal, which means that this is about 2400 AD. It's not like 12,400 AD. So they're saying that they created this archipelago about 2,000 years after the fall of Zeal. That fateful encounter is said to have resulted in Zeal disappearing from the surface of the planet within the space of a single night. Yeah, it fell into the ocean. However, the very existence of the ancient civilization of Zeal has never been proven, so the theory cannot be confirmed to this day. On some timelines, Lavos appeared on the surface of the planet in the year 1999 and brought the world to ruin. However, a group of young time travelers saw where their planet's history was heading, and through their actions rewrote time. Yeah, okay. So they're aware of the events of Chrono Trigger here. Humans and reptites. 65 million years ago, the reptites who evolved from reptiles had developed their own unique civilization. This was long before the ancestors of humans who evolved from primates had developed their civilization. Excavations carried out on the central continent of Xenan have revealed that the reptites already had advanced architectural skills in the prehistoric era, but Lavos' descent to the planet's surface and the ice age this brought about rang the death knell for the reptites and their civilization. After that, the reptites slowly disappeared from the stage of history. However, in the distant past, humans could have been defeated in the contest of evolution, and the reptites could have continued to develop. It is not unthinkable that such a timeline could exist in another dimension. Everything is purely a problem of possibilities, and the world is only stabilized by the viewpoint of the one who observes it. Okay. DNA, the seeds of life. The human body is made up of 50 to 60 billion cells. Each of these cells contains genes in the form of DNA. These are the fundamental building blocks that exist inside the cell's chromosomes. They store genetic information that can be passed on from parent to child. The structure of DNA is common throughout all life, throughout all universes. Through DNA recombination, life forms take on differing forms with varying abilities. Yeah, we saw that a bit with Lavos too. That was Lavos' whole deal. Is this a sign on the wall? No, okay. What is this strange device? Something strange in the middle of the room here. Curious. Alright. Found a rainbow shell. Okay, that's quite good. Don't think there's anything else we can interact with here. We are getting some good info on, like, at least what these people know in this facility. They seem to be very, very aware of what's going on, like, throughout all of the timeline changes. They definitely seem to be able to monitor timeline changes, and if they established the archipelago in, like, 9,000 BC from 2,400 BC, that would definitely imply that they had mastered time travel, and they sent this entire facility back in time. I don't know why, but yeah. Hello? Okay, we've got a brain. Oh, wait, I found a bit where you can talk to it. Brain? Come on. Model of brain analysis. Okay. Model of brain behavior. This is a brain with a bunch of syringes sticking out of it. The tiny brain. What is this one called? Model of lower animal brain. Model of brain evolution. Okay. Ah, we got like primate brain, human brain. Interesting. Model of brain behavior when stabbed with needles. Very useful. They're answering the real questions here. Alright, what do we got in the back? Memory scanning and imprinting is not that difficult a thing. Really? Oh, well that's good to know. As a matter of fact, it's possible to simulate the thoughts and feelings of each individual. These are all just electrical signals that flow throughout the circuitry of the brain. After all, the vessels of flesh can now be reproduced through cloning. And the soul stored within these fleshy vessels can be simulated as well. Thus, one could even go so far as to say that death itself no longer exists. However, this comes at the cost of the destruction of the individual, the loss of variation. In which case, is there truly life where there is no death? Oh, are these the people actually, I guess they would have to be, yeah. So if they created the entire archipelago, the ancient, like, Dragonian civilization would also be a creation of theirs. So things like the Dragon's Tear that allowed Lynx to turn himself into Surge by, like, cloning the body, that's probably just their tech. Alright, what are you? We control human emotions by using neurotransmitters. That means that by manipulating the nerve transmitters inside their brains, it's possible to control the feelings and even the personalities of humans. Fate uses the records of Fate to connect directly to the brains of humans with whom they come into contact. Fate not only imprints what actions the humans should take into their brains, but also rewrites their personalities and feelings. Oh, so the save points, and that whole, like, every day I've got to wake up and find out what's going to happen to me today by consulting the record of Fate. Fate's using that to, like, manipulate the entire population of the archipelago to make sure that everyone's doing what Fate wants them to do. Interesting. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, these people are definitely the baddies. The more I'm reading here, these are not good people. The life forms on this planet developed from single-celled microorganisms to protozoans, then from fish to amphibians, from reptiles to mammals, and eventually to humans. Beginning with a cerebral neocortex which only exists in higher mammals, the arthropod brain enlarged at an accelerating pace until it became the human brain we know. Could this be the reason for the abnormal development of the human brain be the biological contamination caused by Lavos? It then follows that humans are really a heterogeneous life form of foreign matter as far as the planet is concerned. Humans are a sudden mutation caused by contact with Lavos, an alien life form that fell to this planet from space. This is why humans are, biologically speaking, unbalanced and incomplete, internally inconsistent and disconnected. Human existence is plagued by contradictions, an incomplete species torn between love and hatred whose very being is self-contradictory. Okay, so they're theorizing, and I guess this sort of tracks with what we saw in Chrono Trigger, that the accelerated evolution from the, like, cave people that Ayla's tribe was up to humanity was because of their contact with Lavos. I can get that. I see where they're coming from with that. I thought it was mostly the Dreamstone was the thing that they were saying was that. Although I believe it's possible that Dreamstone is just a shard of Lavos. Interesting though. Alright. Oh, what's this over here? Hello. Pardon me, sir. I just need to scooch past you here. Gunner, get ya. Oh my god. Oh. Oh, I don't think this thing is very powerful. Well, that's unfortunate for it. Yeah, go ahead and give me cannonballs. Combat. Alright. Yeah, it's down. Okay, this thing wasn't very powerful at all. Man, that Polis police had me worried. I thought we were going to be in for some pain in here, but no, I think we're fine. Hellbound, alright. Hellbound's good, but I don't need it right now. Is there anything else to see on third floor? Actually, wait, there has to be. We haven't found the staircase yet. Staircase should be right off this room, right? Oh, does it not even connect to this floor? That's possible too. Okay, let's try fourth floor. Okay, they're guarding something, so that looks important. Let's try this side passageway first. Hello? What is this? Everyone gather round. Let's see, in the 11th century, a scientist by the name of Luca indicated the possibility of time travel through the use of a time egg which utilizes miniature black holes. Whether this could actually be possible or not is still the subject of intense debate, and no conclusions have been made. Okay. According to her theory, by rotating a single point of supergravity, space-time continua can be drawn in, thus making it possible to transform that singular point which pulls in everything else into a ring formation. Using this ring as a gate between dimensions, it should be possible to travel back and forth between various space-times. Okay, so that's Luca's theory on how the gates work. Time eggs may have already existed during the reign of the ancient dynasty we heard legends about. We shouldn't have to rely on theories from an ancient civilization that may not have even existed. We can do this ourselves. But the legends say they altered time using a time egg. That's just a legend. There isn't even any evidence to prove that this ancient dynasty ever existed. The experiment should be starting soon. As we discovered an unusual gravitational field in the barren sea of El Nido, we built artificial islands and established Chronopolis. We discovered an unusual gravitational field. Is this the crash site for Black Omen? This was all done to facilitate our top secret research, but now our research is about to come to its end. Once the final adjustments are made, the experiment will commence. It's just a matter of time, so everyone should keep up their good work. The chief hasn't returned yet. Hasn't. And we'll have to hold off until he gets back. Okay, so they're waiting on the chief. Time is not absolute but elastic. It is both relative and subjective. Individual differences emerge as time changes. Perhaps people, all life forms, exist in their own separate strands of time. Is time independent, marching to the beat of its own drums? Ridiculous. Okay. Talk to each of these guys and see what they got going on. Lost ancient magical civilization of Zeal. If it really did exist, someone may have even traveled through the time to this period. Okay. We may appear to be a military research center, but the actual subject of our research is time itself. Well, you appear to be a military research center because the plaque on your door identifies you as a military research center. I regret to inform you. The institution was established under the utmost secrecy by the central government. Central government of who? Unified Earth government, possibly? We're conducting a simulation of phase shifting. Okay. Good to know. Oh, we can activate this little, example of a black hole. Interesting. Alright. So, unusual gravitational field in the El Nido archipelago. What could be causing that? Magnify, and I found a guy hiding in a staircase. What are you up to? Chief said he was going out for a walk. He's probably by the docks somewhere gazing out to sea. Oh! Okay, I know that. Then we know where he is. That's the chief sitting by the save point. Okay. Good to know. Oh, God. Bumped into an enemy. Interesting. Oh my God, did I just... 7 for 7 on Fargo's stamina usage there. He didn't get a single hit in. That's amazing. Alright. Let's keep going. What do you guys have to say? Only personnel registered as Arbiter may enter. The experiment will begin soon. Please withdraw to your designated positions. We will do the same in case of an emergency. Okay. So we're not allowed in there unless we are the Arbiter. Can we go to the basement? Please present the Central Zone, Lab Zone registration card. Okay, we can't get there because we are apparently not qualified personnel. Well, let's go talk to the Chief then and see what we can do with him. Oh, the Chief was the one saying he was wondering if they were the baddies. That's concerning. Okay, let's go see what's going on here. Time Research Lab, which served as the foundation of this research center, appeared out of nowhere in the year 2300 and was headed up by the scientific genius Balthazar. What? However, at the peak of his career, he simply vanished. We've continued his work and have come this far. Our work is almost complete. Well, it's about time I headed back. The experiment's about to begin. Okay. So Balthazar was the time guru in of Zeal back in Trigger, and last we saw him was he had been in that research facility in the destroyed future of 2300, and he'd reprogrammed that new to help us out. God. Oh god. Ah, the door's open. Hello. We've got a bunch of records of fate here. The observation world room. This is where we observe the two parallel worlds. Oh, they're aware of the parallel worlds. Yeah, they're actually seeing... So this isn't like a memory of this place. This is actively happening. Because they're looking at the destruction of Viper Manor compared to now. And that's only like a couple of years old. That's current. Oh, you can see Salt and Pepper there on that screen. Interesting. Fate is a large-scale prototype completed in the year 2300. It integrated the old Mother Brain computer circuitry into a more powerful supercomputer. Okay, Mother Brain. We remember that. That is the AI that was in charge of Robo's facility in the destroyed future of 2300. Fate is a large-scale prototype completed in the year 2300. Okay. So Fate was an upgrade of the AI that was running the Robo facility. Fate contains a massive amount of historical data dating up to the year 2400. Yeah, why are they all ghosts? Unless these are like AI constructs. They mentioned that they set the staff of the facility to be the original inhabitants of the El Nido archipelago. Did they run this facility for so long? Because they said they had built these islands like 10,000 years ago. Did they send this entire facility from 2400, 10,000 years into the past, build this entire archipelago, and then leave it in the possession, like in the caretaking of like AI memories? Oh, the memory thing! When they said they could extract memories from people's brains, did they just like extract the memories of all of the staff and they're just having the memories operate the facility? The main computer of Chronopolis is called Fate. Yeah, that is the most insightful thing I've ever heard. We never would have picked up on that, buddy. Good lord. Alright, you there. I actually don't 100% remember the, like, plot of this section of the game. This has been a long time. Oh, God. Okay, no, we're fine. 49 HP's no big deal. I haven't played this, like, this far into Chrono Cross in at least 20 years. Like, let my memory do stuff while I take a nap. That would be man, think about how much more efficient you could be. If you could just have your, like Like, copy your brain into a little, like, servitor ghost? Man, that would be sweet. I could have my brain go to work for me, and then I could sit here and paint Warhammer minis. What does this button do? It all began with a notebook my mother handed me. She told me she found it while cleaning out the closet. Old notebook covered with mold was a diary that belonged to my grandfather who passed away years ago. It contained his distant memories. Does this device play back archives? It looks like someone's memoirs. I wonder if you still remember how we first met and our many adventures. What is this? It all seemed like a dream. We ran like the wind during those warm summer days long ago. This is the book you're seeing at the beginning of the game, that opening cutscene when there's the little journal flipping through. You were a piece of a star that fell from the sky. Star? Lavos? I can still relive the memories of those days long past just by closing my eyes like so and whispering your name into the desolate night. Kid. What are you? Radical Dreamers? Ressort Interdit. Oh, I don't know French. Alright. 1 second. Translation, please. Okay, this is from the Radical Dreamers game. It's a musical track from the Radical Dreamers game. French to English. The Forbidden Treasure. Okay. What's this? Radical Dreamers, what does this mean? There's a conversation with a comrade. Are you ready, kid? I know you're anxious, but stay on your toes. Yeah, likewise, mate. You mess up and I'm leaving you behind. Got that, Surge? Come on, Majel, let's go. Oh! This is actually, like... This is from Radical Dreamers. I've never played Radical Dreamers. I have that on this remaster, and I'm planning on taking a look at it once we finish this. That bastard Lynx is gonna get what he deserves. Say your prayers, not that it'll do you any good. Seems to be an archive from a different time than our own. Aside from the 2 worlds we already know about, other worlds and times may also exist. Right, okay, so this is establishing Radical Dreamers is an alternate timeline. I think I was mentioning this a little bit when I first started playing this, is that this remaster came with both Radical Dreamers and Chrono Cross. Radical Dreamers is a text adventure that previously only existed in Japan on a really obscure game console. I don't even know what the name of the game console was. And is a alternate sequel to Chrono Trigger. Radical Dreamers and Chrono Cross are both sequels to Chrono Trigger, but are not really related to each other because they exist in alternate timelines. Like, different paths of what could have happened after Chrono Trigger. And we're seeing that here because this facility is able to see all the different timelines. It can actually see the Radical Dreamers timeline. Interesting. Okay, we found a card key. That's the key to the basement. Record of Fate. 2 worlds that are so close in nature yet so far removed from one another exist in separate dimensions. These worlds are under the constant observation of and are guided by the main computer of Chronopolis, Fate. Fate has been manipulating the world in which El Nido lies in order to avoid any major change in the history it knows. If an event on El Nido influences the main continent, the year 2400 in which Fate exists would change. Oh, so they sent this back into the past for some reason. I'm not sure why yet. Something go wrong in the future that they're trying to prevent. And so they needed to send their facility back to give themselves more time to finish the research. Maybe that's what's going on. But they don't want to contaminate the timeline because if anyone from the main continent finds out about this, it could change the future. Paradox could potentially lead to great disaster. The records of Fate, Fate's terminals, collect data from around the world and input guidance directly into the mind of its users. In this covert manner, Fate is able to control the lives of people without them knowing. Guided by Fate, the people of El Nido lead harmonious lives. In a sense, they're nothing more than puppets of Fate. An instruction to the young girl in Arnie 1 to give up going to the main continent to become a poet. Oh! An instruction to the man in Arnie 2 to give up on becoming a fisherman, because he would come into contact with the continents. A plan to avoid any point of contact with the main continent so as not to affect history. However, ever since the formation of the Dead Sea 10 years ago, so 10 years ago, 4 years after Surge was brought here, something happened that formed the Dead Sea. Fate has been unable to intervene directly with World 1, our home world. So in our home world, we're cut off from Fate. And that's why the poor military invaded and wiped out the Dragoons, which has led to contact with the main continent. The best Fate could do was to cross the dimensions and receive data through the records of Fate. And with much difficulty, Fate succeeded in binding Miguel to the Dead Sea as a watchman. Oh, they were using Miguel to spy on World 1 to keep them updated on what was going on. Oh. Okay. Ah. I tried to sneak past, but I failed. Well then, let's go down and save real quick. That was a lot of reading and a lot of interesting lore stuff, and I'd like to keep that all archived in the save in case reading any of that affects anything. I'm not sure if it does, but just in case. Back down to the first floor, and now that we have that card key, we should be able to get to the basement. And it sounds like the frozen flame is in this facility somewhere, and the only place we haven't seen yet is the basement. So I'm guessing that's where our frozen flame is located. This also looks pretty much identical to the facility we saw in the flashback when Miguel and Wazaki, is that his name? Surge's dad came here. Confirming access granted. Alright. Let me down. Okay. Got robots. Oh, alright, fine. These robots aren't that hard. Just knock them down. I should look up like, how long is it for Radical Dreamers so I can figure out a plan for how I should time out the remaining streams. Because I feel we're getting very, very close to the end of this game. And Radical Dreamers might be something that you can do in like one sitting, I'm not sure. It's a text adventure, so I can't imagine it's like that long. Like, I don't think it's going to be like a 70-hour text adventure. Well, it's possible, but I don't want to play a 70-hour text adventure. Alright. We've made it. About 4 hours? Okay, so that'd be a good standalone stream. Only personnel registered as Arbiter may enter. Please conduct security check for verification. Unauthorized entry or tampering with security system will result in death. Operate at your own risk. Only the Arbiter is allowed in here. Do you wanna let me in? Fingerprint and retina scan required. This room is labeled Project Kid. Please step inside the circle and hold up your left hand. Okay, we're holding up our hand. Analyzing, please stand by. Analysis complete. Fingerprints, retina, and C-class DNA all clear. Data discrepancy due to aging within permissible range. 96% confirmation that this individual is the last registered Arbiter. Access granted. Welcome back, Chrono Trigger. So that's why Lynx needed Surge's form. Lynx must be inside already, along with the frozen flame. What is Project Kid? Arbiter confirmed, access granted. Hello? Oh, I should have switched my armor. We're probably going to lose this next boss fight. just a heads up. Where are we? Is that the frozen flame? Exactly. Oh, Kid, the hearer of people's prayers, the provider of riches, fame, and power, the bestower of eternal life, the promiser of peace and happiness. This is the essence of what descended from the heavens in the prehistoric age. Okay. The essence of Lavos? The living crimson stone, the frozen flame. Is the frozen flame just like a chunk of Lavos? Like a piece of dreamstone? What took you so long? You had me worried you might have perished on the way here. Are you alright? No use, I put her soul to sleep. I had to remove any potential obstacles from us having this talk. Who are you? What are you after? Still don't know. I'm the human incarnation of fate. Oh, when they said they had to send... Oh. When they said they had to send fate through to the home world, is it this? The living interface of the Fate computer system, or put simply, I too am Fate. 14 years ago... Aren't you a cat? Yeah, he's the cat incarnation of Fate. I suppose that's true. 14 years ago, on the night of a terrible storm, the cogs began to turn. That night, Wazuki and Miguel set out to sea carrying a sick child in their boat. The child was you after you'd been attacked by that panther demon. Your poisoned wounds were beyond the healing abilities of the doctors in Termina or even Guldove. They set sail to Marbule in order to see the sage there, not knowing how bad the storm would become. Being skilled sailors, the two men were able to survive the storm, but they were blown off course and came ashore on this island, where they decided to seek shelter. At the time, this research center was offline due to the severity of the storm. It only took 10 minutes for the system to power back up, but by then the flame had found you. Contact with the flame healed your young body, but that was not all. Once the security system was rebooted, it would only grant access to you, the Arbiter. You can't imagine the trouble this caused the Fate computer system in achieving its objective. Inside of Fate, there was a standalone circuit that had been kept hidden since the old Mother Brain generation. Okay, this is important, I do know this bit. Inside the Fate computer, there is a separate circuit that was operating independently of Fate. It's a holdover from the Mother Brain generation. The circuit was designed to start a malfunction, or more precisely, a rebellion. Who would have thought that such a small bug, a traitor, could exist inside of Fate? The hidden circuit was based on the initial Ash-tier model circuit board, with extra logic added by another scientist. So an upgraded Ash-tier circuit board, Fate itself did not realize that this circuit was present within the core of its system, or more correctly, the circuit was programmed so that the moment Fate did detect it, it would erase all record of its detection. Dr. Luca Ashtier. Unbelievably intelligent and incredibly enthusiastic, you might even go so far as to call her a mad scientist. Of course, I don't think it was she who implemented her theory. It was most likely the work of Balthazar, the first curator of the research center. Fate, bring out the traitor, bring out Prometheus. Affirmative. Finally released me. Welcome back, so you're the real Surge. I've waited a long time for you. I'm glad you made it in time. Surge, I beg you, please bring an end to the enmity between Fate and the dragons. Fate, eliminate him. Affirmative, now eliminating Prometheus. No, you can't. Surge, please, for the future of mankind. For the future... Idiot. Destruction to those who oppose the goddess of fate. So... that's Robo. If you remember back to when we played Chrono Trigger, if you go to the Mother Brain robot construction facility, they refer to Robo as Prometheus. And apparently, when we see the ending of Chrono Trigger, where Robo's sitting on the, he goes to the future where it isn't all destroyed, the 2300 where time wasn't destroyed, and you see Robo and Atropo on the hill together. I guess it sounds like at some point here, Balthazar picked up Luca and brought her to help him in this facility, and she integrated Robo's circuitry into the Fate computer as a failsafe. And Robo was just killed. Lynx, why you? Come, Surge. Oh. Show me what the purpose of your life on this planet is. Also, during the flashback you see of Wazuki and Miguel entering the research facility while it's powered down, and Wazuki's hearing a voice telling him to bring the kid there, that's Robo. Teach me what it means to be alive. Okay. Okay, we are probably in trouble here. I really should have equipped the black mail onto Surge for this, and I didn't, which is almost certainly going to get me killed. Commencing countdown, 5. Diminish, okay. That lowers the effect of all elemental damage. How bad is this? Or Graviton. I don't love her. She She killed Robo. I love the art design. Like the character design here is really cool. But nah, she killed Robo. The worst. Alright, flying arrow, let's go. No, the art direction on this is super cool. It reminds me a bit of Final Fantasy VII Genova. He did have a long life full of yeah, different. He was Farmer Robo. That's true. Oh. I am definitely concerned. Heat Ray. What does this do? How bad is this? 225? Bad, but not the end of the world. Alright. I like this music, too. Let's get Sonic Sword going. I feel like we should probably get a heal in. Just to be careful. Right? Or maybe we just start... No, just start stacking damage. We'll have Fargo do the healing. Like, I somewhat suspect that whatever happens at the end of this countdown is going to be, like, big painful. Free fall, okay. This is gonna hurt. I was not wrong. Yeah, get a cure-all. Perfect, we're fine. Oh, we got a stagger, I like it. Gravity blow. A second gravity blow. Are we just getting gravity blows like across the board here? Is that what this is gonna be? Not quite across the board, but... Do we go for damage, or do we go for... a heal? Whatever, the only person that's in any danger right now is really Surge, and he's not in that much danger. He'll be fine. Surge is a tough guy. He can take a hit. Okay. Holy light. Let's get this going. If we're lucky, we can kill her before the countdown finishes. We're not lucky. What does this do? Dark energy. How bad is this? I mean, that was pretty bad, but we lived. Okay, seeing as we did survive that through a miracle... Give me Fargo to level 7, back to Fargo. Oh no, he only has one cure-all equipped? Heal all then. I thought he had multiple cure-alls equipped. Where are my other cure-alls? Uh-oh. Oh, we messed up. Recommencing countdown, 5, yeah, that's fine. We can survive this. 100 damage. I mean, Fate is not looking healthy. Yep, we got it. Done. That can be a very dangerous fight, so that's good. I think that is one of the last, like, really, really tough fights that we have to worry about. There's one more fight we're gonna have to be, that's probably gonna take a few tries, and it's because its mechanics are really difficult. And, like, gimmicky. Defiant. Alright. No, how could you? I, Fate, the goddess of fate, was not meant to die. Where in blazes am I? Surge, what happened to me? That's it. Okay, keep in mind this room is called Project Kid. No, no, so stop. Ne touchez pas, do not touch it. Yet I know the feelings you have inside of you, and the urge to bring everything to nothing is now stronger than your desire to save everyone. But you may want to throw yourself off the cliff of destruction, that is your imperative. But please, kid, s'il vous plaît, do not drag Surge and the others down into destruction with you. Shut up, you loony, I know what I'm doing. It's too late, there's no turning back now. Carl? Fate has fallen. Fate has died. We're back with the dragons now. Finally the time has come. Indeed, the long endless night shall finally come to an end. Now for mankind. I shall make you bleed. Feel 1,000,000 years of this planet's agony, pain, and suffering. Okay. The Sky Dragon Isle here. Okay. I'm a little confused because Sky Dragon Isle is one of the islands that Fate says it built. Terra Tower, it's come back to life again. In the year 2400, during a counter-time experiment, the flame goes out of control. This causes the dimensions to rip apart, resulting in the time crash. Engulfed in an enormous dimensional vortex, Chronopolis was hurled back 10,000 years. Oh, that was an accident. Maybe this was Lavos' doing. Maybe he saw the possibility of his being destroyed by the adventurers in 1999 and decided to create a new outcome in order to escape destruction. And so when the experiment took place, Lavos pulled the frozen flame back to the ancient past, where he was only just awakening. But that ain't all. At the same time, another city from a distant dimension's future was also thrown back in time. Dinopolis, the future city of the Reptites, Azala's descendants who had evolved more closely with the planet, just as Lavos, in an attempt to save itself, summoned Chronopolis from the distant future. Perhaps our planet summoned Dinopolis into the past, maybe as a measure against Chronopolis and humanity. It wasn't the dragon gods who sealed away the frozen flame. What actually happened is that fate used the flame to divide and seal the dragons. And now that fate has been defeated, the dragons will join together again and start their revenge. Okay. Hello. How you folks doing there, buddy? Oh. Oh, we got a big dragon now. I feared it would come to this. I didn't want to have to fight with you if it could have been avoided. Adieu, Surge, adieu. Okay, Harl's heading in. Kid's unconscious. Harl leaves. I know a bit about what's going on here. I don't remember all the little details. Okay, we're back with the main crew. Give me a freaking break. You mean to tell me we're being used this whole time? Yeah? Damn. What is done, although we may not like it. In any case, we need to make our way into that floating tower. Yes, we cannot just twiddle our thumbs and do nothing. The only problem is, so far we have to find a way up there, right? It's not like the great SS Invincible can make it up there either. There has to be a way. The world has infinite possibilities. There has to be something that will help us reach that tower. At least our objective is clear. I do not know how, but we must find a way. So, like, whatever happened to Kid after that? Doesn't look like she'll ever wake up. Indeed, she's resting at Radius's place. Well, at least she can rest quietly there, plus Radius will watch over her. Her spirit seems to be possessed by the past. A powerful item is necessary in order to dispel it, something like the Dragon Tear or the Masamune. Yes. No use just moping around here. Indeed, we have much to do, however, time will not wait. When we have to take action, let's shove off. Alright, well... I mean, we have the Masamune, at least. Is that good enough? Oh, we can go back in here. I didn't think you could go back in here. I thought this place got destroyed. Oh, you have to go through from the other side, though. That's right, you have to go in. You can't enter from this world. You have to go in home world and then warp through to another world. Got it. Okay, what do we have here? There's a glowing light in the El Nido Triangle, which we haven't investigated yet. We've got Terra Tower, which we can't make it to. Let me just take a quick peeky here and see what we got. Divine Dragon Falls. Yes. Wait. Can we just go to Divine Dragon Falls now? Curious. I remember we tried this last time, and it didn't work because we were missing the 7th element. Which was the first indication we'd had there was a 7th element. Let's see if we can do it now. Apparently we can. I'm not sure why. So we stick the Tear of Love. Yes. And the Tear of Hate. Are we good? Maybe now that all the dragons have merged together, we're feeling better about life? I mean, something's happening. We received the Chrono Cross. The long-lost element. Ah, that's the 7th element. Is the Chrono Cross. I remember this now. Okay, hold up. Brain's catching up. Give me a minute. Where is it? It's in here somewhere. Yeah, there it is. Chrono Cross, the rainbow element. Long lost element of the 7th color attribute. It can go basically anywhere on your grid, plus or minus 7. A hint, you're going to want it as low down as you could possibly get it. You definitely want this on like tier 1. Chrono Cross minus 7 is the right way to use this thing. And we'll see a little of how this works in just a second here. This is going to be related to how we are beating the game. What do we got here? We need to do this. This is important plot stuff. We need to do this. Got it. Then we've got one big dungeon. A big old dungeon. A big old dungeon. Oh my lord, this dungeon doesn't end. Alright, so we finish this dungeon and then we're on to... Good lord. Yeah, the final battle. Alright. Let's go take care of some of the plot stuff. I think I'll try to get us at least into Terra Tower today. Will be the plan. Because we covered some pretty important story stuff there in Chronopolis. That's big and starting to show like this is very, very definitively a Chrono Trigger sequel. A lot of people still like miss how this ties into Chrono Trigger because they're kind of opaque about the like if you don't know that Robo is Prometheus, you're gonna miss that connection entirely. And if you weren't really paying attention to whole like Balthazar plot in Chrono Trigger and how he ties into all this stuff, which is entirely possible to not really be paying too close of attention to that, you're gonna miss a lot of this. But we can now go and try to wake up Kid. It's gonna give us another bit of interest and backstory. Radius, how we doing? Kid's resting in bed. She hasn't come out of her coma. Wakey, wakey. Can we just use the Chrono Cross? I said Chrono Cross? How about we try from this side? Maybe we want to try this side. No? Oh, here we go. Hey, it's Masa. Hey, it's the princess. Ooh. Oh, this is a fun bit. I didn't know this is how you got this revelation. Okay, Masa, it's the princess. Hey, let me see. Yeah, I think you're right. I wonder what happened. Do you think we should help her? No, it's not our job. Yeah, I guess so. It's probably nothing we can help with anyway. Yep. And Doreen, hey, you heartless animals. Sis, the princess is bound by the past, and even we can't bring her back here. Look closely. See that? Hey, it's the time egg. Okay. Yes, although it's not in its complete form. Did that girl with the glasses make it? Probably, even though it's in its incomplete form, if we focus our powers into it, then maybe it'll work. Yeah, okay, new master. Yep, it's you. We're gonna lend you our powers for a little bit. We're sending you back to the past where the princess is trapped. We only have one chance. Take care of the princess. Master Mune. Oh. And back we go. And what do we have here? Gato, Miss Kid, and Mistress Luca are stuck in the back room. I'm sorry that I lack the power to help you. Biz... Oh. Gato! No! Okay. So Masa and Mune and Doreen recognize Kid and are referring to her as Princess. Also, apparently Luca gave Kid a time egg, or at least an incomplete one. Ah! Top of the screen there. You see that little red ball that just appeared? Just to the right of the field effect. That is because we have the Chrono Cross equipped. Having the Chrono Cross equipped will cause these little balls to appear each time an element is used. If you use the Chrono Cross when all 6 elements are there in a specific order, I don't remember the specific order off the top of my head right now, it instantly kills any enemy in the game. And is also, you have to kill the final boss that way in order to get the, the good ending. So like right now, if I flip over to Chrono Cross, effect unknown, it's not going to do anything, I don't think, right now. So in order to get the good ending, we're going to need to fill up the 6 elements in a specific order and then use the Chrono Cross. And that works for both enemies using elements and us using elements. Which means that if we're starting to build up the element colors in a certain order, and the boss uses an element out of order from what we're trying to do, we have to start over from square one. I don't know how dangerous this actually is, by the way. Memo on the floor here, it reads, Don't you children ever touch my space capsule. What? Luca, are you building a space capsule? Also, let's take a look at the Diva dress. That's neat. Let's take a look around this room a little bit here. We got Robo's head, or at least a similar head to Robo's head. Luca's hat is on the floor there. I don't recognize this thing in the back left. In case of fire, use this ice gun, not for children under 12 or the mechanically challenged. Take the ice gun. Sorry, Master, this is all the power I have. Oh! We just lost one party member. Okay, this is potentially time limited. We need to maybe step up the pace a little bit here. Yeah, just look around. The floor panel looks like it can be removed. Remove it. Yes, get in there. We need to start moving a little faster, I think. Sorry, Master, that's all the strength I have. We just lost another one. Child's drawing hangs here. Chrono is cool. Oh, secret door. That's where we just came out of. Got it. Princess Marl to the rescue. What's this one on the bottom? Ayla Strong. Oh, it's a little picture of Ayla. Kid and Auntie Luca. Oops, I mean sis. Can I ice gun this? I can. Can't get through that way though, it's collapsed. Alright, we gotta move fast. Ice gun. Ice gun. Get through to the back. I'm assuming we're trying to save all the... Oh! We found Kid, and Luca's glasses on the floor there. I think we missed a couple of kids there. Oh well. Okay, we're getting her out of here. Burning? Our home is burning. Luca, all my friends. Yeah, sorry about that. I could have rescued a few of them, but I apparently didn't. There. Why? Why did this happen? Are you going to go away? Are you going to leave me? I'm going to be left all on my own again, aren't I? Everybody I've ever loved has gone far, far away. Oh no! Yeah, because we don't belong in this time period, and this also explains a bit of why she was so interested in us when she first met us. Don't leave me, what'll happen to me? Your cheek, it's wet. Thank you for saving me. Will I ever see you again? Oh! Oh, this kid's gonna need therapy. Where did you go? Don't leave me, please no, don't leave me all alone. Well, this will make up for that time we left her to die in that, the doctor's lab when she was hydro-poisoned. Serge, how have you been? I'm right here. kid joined your party again. Man, I feel extra bad for that now. Thank goodness. This must be the power of Surge's love. Ho ho ho. Ah yes, kid. Lucia is waiting for you in her lab in Viper Manor. She wanted to give you something. Anyway, there's no rush. I suggest you rest here for the day. What? My wound? Link stabbed me. What are you talking about? Oh, wait a minute. Not again. I lose my memories sometimes. Whenever I'm in a dangerous situation where I might get hurt, I just seem to disappear. And when I come to, I wake up somewhere safe without a single scratch. But the thing is, I can't remember what happened. I don't get it. Anyway, it's happened to me plenty of times in the past, so it's nothing to worry about. Come on, mate, let's go. That's dissociation. I think she means something a little bit more literal than just dissociation. Like, when she's in danger, she straight up gets teleported out of time. Okay. We're gonna go talk to Lucia at Viper Manor. I can't remember if I need to bring, what's his name? No? Are we good? We don't need to bring the soldier with us? We're fine. Maybe. There we go. Do you want to let me in? Norris. I couldn't remember if we needed to bring Norris or not. It looks like we're good to go, though. Wait, we want to go down to the lab. Lab's this way. Oh, also, actually, screw that. Forget the lab. Hold a minute. I want to go look at something now, because now we have some more ideas about how something may have gotten here. You there. 4 soldiers have withdrawn from Viper Manor. What do you plan to do now? Oh, nothing? Okay. Are you gonna say anything if I pop down into his little secret basement? Do you have anything to say about this, sir? No, I don't want to change my name. Okay. Nothing? Well, I think you might, even if the game's not going to spell this out here, I think you can probably guess who this is. Because that's our old friend Balthazar. When Chronopolis got thrown back into the past and they set up the whole El Nido archipelago, this is what happened to him. And there's a little bit more going on with him that we still haven't found yet. Oh, right. I suppose it would make Grobik. Where you live? The lab puts Grobik at ease. Interesting. Where's the nearest save point? It's in one of these rooms. Not here. Upstairs, maybe? I know there's a save point in one of these little side rooms. This one? There it is. Alright. Teleporter. Glenn, you're getting replaced with Kid for just a moment. What does Lucia have for us? Waiting, Kid. There's something I want to give you. I was told to give it to you when the time was right. For you from Luca. You knew Luca. Here. My dear Kid, how are you doing? I wonder how old you are as you read this letter. Perhaps you've matured into a beautiful woman and are raising a happy family by now. I was hoping to talk to you in person when you were old enough, but in case something happens, I'm writing my feelings down on paper and leaving it with Lucia. Perhaps you already know, or perhaps you yourself are also now caught up in some historic crisis as a result of all this, but anyway, a long time ago, we, my friends and I that is, changed the future in order to save our planet from being devoured by Lavos, a monster from some unknown planet. We still feel proud of the role we played in saving our world and in how we were so freely able to change the flow of time. Sometimes I think of the darker side of what we did. What has become of the future that was supposed to have existed? Where did the time that is now no longer allowed to exist go? Is it true that thanks to our altering the flow of history, it is true that, well, thanks to our altering flow of history, we were able to save so many lives and prevent so much sadness and suffering. But when you think of it, we also caused the deaths of so many that were meant to have come into existence in the timeline we destroyed, and also caused new sadness and suffering further along in the new future we created. That is why I worry that someone might seek revenge on us for what we did. I have had a constant dread in my heart that someone in our new future will travel back in time, just like we did, and try to kill or capture my friends and me. So even if something dreadful does befall me, Kid, know that what was meant to happen will happen, and that I was always prepared for the worst. Oh, but don't you dare think that the great Luca is going to go down without a fight. I've got a reputation to uphold. Whatever lies waiting for us around the next corner, better watch out because it's going to find a pretty mean counterattack coming its way. Kid, when I think of you, I remember someone I once met a long, long time ago in the distant past. But she was the complete opposite of you in this timeline, so quiet and gentle. Someday I'll also tell you about her when you are ready to know of your real name and heritage. I'm not the slightest bit worried about you, Kid. I know that no matter what happens, he will always be there looking out for you. Or perhaps he's already found you, and is there by your side as you read this. If so, hello, Janice. Please take care of my little sister for me. There's so much more I want to tell you, but I must leave it for another time. Don't worry, everything is okay. We will overcome whatever woes may occur, that's for certain. Later, when you're all grown up, I'll come visit you and we'll talk over tea. I look forward to that day. Well, anyway, Kid, until we meet again, forever and ever your friend, no matter which timeline it is, yours sincerely, Luca Ashtier. Yes, cut out the tomboy act. Believe me, you'll become a beautiful young lady one day, or my name isn't Luca the Great. Luca. And what do we have here? Sorry, but I'd like to be alone for a while. I can't believe you, sis. You're the one who always laughed about how there's nothing definite or certain in this world. Sis received a rainbow shell. Ah, she sent her a rainbow shell. Okay, so I think you're starting to probably get an idea of who Kid is, or at least who Kid's related to. And where'd Glenn go? Glenn is down here. Alright, so we've got all of our rainbow shells. We could start crafting rainbow gear. Dear God, it's a pain. I really don't feel like doing it. You have to go around and farm a bunch of enemy drops by killing enemies with the different, like, elemental summons. You can do it reasonably easily if you just get the, like, field change elements and find the right groups of enemies to farm it against. It is Pride soon, that's true. What are we at now? Like 2 weeks? 2 weeks out from that? Maybe we'll do that for Pride Month. That seems like a really silly way to celebrate Pride Month, to collect the rainbow gear in Chrono Cross, but who knows? Maybe that's what we'll do for that. I think there's probably better ways to celebrate that, but let's see. We've got this all done. What is the next thing we need to do? We need to find a way up to Terra Tower. And I know how to do that. But I don't know how you're supposed to get a lead on this. This is another one of those things that, like, I know what you have to do here, but my God, I don't know how you would ever figure this out by, like, without using a guide. It's so obscure. We're gonna go ahead and do this, because I know what we have to do. We need Starkey. Starkey is not an optional party member. As obscure and minute as he is absolutely mandatory if you want to beat the game. So real quick here, let's go over and pull some of our gear back. Where'd Fargo end up? Oh my God, there's too many party members in this game. Fargo, let's get all of your elements removed, and go ahead and get all of your gear removed, and then we'll go ahead and allocate whole party This is a really weak grid. Oh my God, that's terrible, but whatever, it's fine, we'll live. It also, I guarantee you, just put all the restore revives back on Chrono and probably took the Chrono Cross off of him and did all kinds of other stupid nonsense, but we'll live. It'll be fine. Give him all of this. Whatever. Gold earring. Sure. How's his equipment look for his weapon? Oh, it's real bad. Shockwave gun. Huh. Can we make him a better gun? Where's my Smith Spirit? Let's just real quick find out if... Where is Starkey? Okay, there he is. We can make him a better gun, but it's the rainbow gun. Oh, I can make him this. This is better. Okay. Starkey, have this. Alright. Board my boat. So we need to go down to where Starkey's spaceship crashed. Because when we found Starkey, it was in Homeworld, and his ship was all broken into a billion pieces. Discovered a mysterious object down below, but there's a nasty monster guarding it. No matter how many times I hack away, it doesn't seem to have any effect. Tried some elements too. There are some that work and some that don't. Okay. Okay, so we brought a really terrible team for this. Whatever. I was like, I'm just looking this up now at this point. I'm not too worried about trying to min-max all of my, We should have brought a red innate, would have been better, because red attacks are the secret here. We want to use as many red attacks as possible, just across the board. So bringing a red innate and, like, yeah, it removed Chrono Cross. Good job. And, like, Volcano or Salamander Summon or something would have been pretty ideal here, but we'll do. We'll do just fine. Oh, that's fine. Yeah, give them all of that. Let's get the old Infernos going across the board here. And that should hopefully be enough that we can finish this. We need to get down to where Starkey's ship crashed and see if we can recover parts of Starkey's spaceship. From the nest. Oh, speaking of spaceships, hello. We've got a freaky jellyfish monster guarding it. There's an item over there, too. We'll go get that after we beat the monster. So this thing is pretty much immune to physical attacks, as you can see. However, it really does not like red elements. Like, if you just open up with a salamander right off the bat, like a red field salamander, it can one-shot kill this thing. It does not have all that much health, because they're typically in this game when they give you gimmick bosses, it's just figuring out the gimmick. So let's get this moving along. Another Inferno. Like a handful of these should be enough to finish this off. Probably like 5, I'm gonna guess. Give me another Inferno. Alright, we're up to... We could summon Salamander if we had a red innate party member here. But we don't. So we'll just keep doing this. $435. Looking good. Pop over to here, give me another Inferno. If we'd brought, like, Draggy along, too, Draggy's, like, signature text would have been absolutely tearing this up. But that's fine. We'll still win. Is this going to be the final Inferno? Possibly, yes. Alright, we're done. Piece of cake. Another star level. Everybody's getting up to high-end stats. And then their sphere or element grids are looking nice and fleshed out. Starkey's ship in this world not broken. Starkey am happy. Could that be the reason why we have air down here? Affirmative. Starkey's ship creates a special force field. Starkey think in the other world Starkey's ship is in pieces and the parts are buried underground but still working. Yeah, it opened. Alright. We've made it inside Starkey's spaceship. Everything is in order. The navigation system is operational. Starkey's bed is nice and cozy too. Can this take us to Terra Tower? The ship is only big enough to fly Starkey. What do? Leave it to me. Starkey? The engine may be a bit rusty, but otherwise perfect. Oh yeah, that. Maybe we can use this. Starkey may be able to scrounge up more stuff. Starkey will come back later. Easy does it. What is this? It's an anti-gravity device. If you attach this to your boat, it will fly to Terra Tower easily. All we need now is a facility to install it. I remember there was a dock inside of Chronopolis. Alright, let's be on our way to Chronopolis then. Alright, so that little submarine dock we saw, here we are. See, Starkey needs this and that. Oh yeah. Starkey, what are you doing? This should do the trick. Why, all you have to do is load that thing on the boat, right? What are you talking about? We need to attach the stabilizer to keep the auto gyro from spinning out of control. I'll get it, but just hurry it up, okay? Time to get to work. Alright, so our resident alien friend has attached the anti-gravity device to our catamaran. Starkey hem done. What do you mean, done? All you did was load it onto the boat. Negative. And we now have a hoverboat. Not much further now. Bet you never expected we'd end up doing anything like this, did you, Surge? Why were we born? Jesus, Starkey, why do we live? That's what we're going to find out with our own eyes. Starkey, you are getting deep. I'm assuming he means that the ship's engines can only lift the ship with Starkey in it, that the extra weight would be too much, is what I'm guessing at least. I'm not sure why the anti-gravity device works better on the boat, but whatever. One second here. I also want to get my party back. Starkey's okay, but he's no Fargo. Uh-oh. Let's go. Okay, apparently I don't have a choice here. We're bringing Starkey. Let's do it. And away we go. Don't ask me how we're steering this thing either. Alright. And here we are. We've made it to Terra Tower. Kid, what do you say? Come on. Yeah. So this is the last big dungeon of the game. So we've got the last big dungeon and then like the final boss. So I think we're gonna call it a part here, just so we can tackle this all as one big stream where we wrap up the final dungeon and the ending of the game. Because that final boss might take a couple of tries depending on how well it feels like behaving. We have to try to stack up all the elements in the correct order to get the Chrono Cross to work, and from what I remember, that can be a little that can take a few tries. Because if you just get unlucky and it breaks your element chain in the wrong spot, you kind of have to just start over. Like the whole fight. So we will see when we get back next time if we can just tackle Terra Tower and the final bit of the game. And I'll try to do that like either tomorrow night or the night after, like this week. I think I can probably wrap that up this week. And then we'll figure out a plan for doing Radical Dreamers. I still haven't actually launched that yet to see like how that's going to work on stream, but we'll figure that out. Yeah, thank you for joining. We've wrapped up pretty much a lot of the big like Chrono Trigger tie-ins. It seems like a lot of people just kind of forget about when they're talking about this game. There's one more big Chrono Trigger like connection tie-in that we're gonna see after the final boss, or during the final boss, during/after the final boss, and that seems to be the one that everyone remembers, and it's like, this is the only thing, and everything else in this game is completely unrelated to Chrono Trigger at all, and this isn't a sequel. They just threw in one character at the end of the game and called it a sequel. And I don't understand that take. Because as you see today, like, no, all of the events of this game are very directly tied into the, like, aftermath of the events of Chrono Trigger and how that all kind of ties together and plays out in the alternate timelines, the alternate futures that they set up and created, and how this all plays out and relates to each other. But yes, we will get to the big finale conclusion of how this all wraps up next time, and then take a look at Radical Dreamers at some point. I've also heard that there's apparently a brand new ending in this re-release. If you've beaten both games, you get a unique bit of dialogue that helps to sort of tie this all together a little bit better. So we'll see that. I'll figure out what we need to do for that as well, and we'll make sure we get that included in here at some point. In either, yeah. I don't know if you have to do like beat Radical Dreamers and then come back and beat this, or how you have to do it. I'll figure that all out, but we'll make sure we take a look at that. At the worst case scenario, if I have to like replay the entirety of Chrono Cross, and I'm not going to do that on stream. I'm not playing a 36-hour RPG twice back to back. I will YouTube the ending if nothing else. So thank you for joining. We'll see you next time with the wrap up, and then we'll start working on plans for getting through Radical Dreamers. Catch you around. Have a good one.